Greetings, family. Welcome back to another episode of Through the Looking Glass. I am your amazing host, Key, the Starseed Oracle, and Freak Show Babe. For today's messages, it's actually multi layered a little bit. First, I wanted to talk about the reminder and the understanding that no matter what storms you face in this lifetime, the sun will shine on you again. Now, that in itself is its own message. Remember that whatever you're facing, whether it's your joyful season or your stormy season, eventually the clouds part and there is light again. The key when you're going through these storms is to understand the lesson, what's being tossed around, what's creating the turbulence, what's creating the upheaval in your life, and in understanding that it's being created so that you can kind of pick up the pieces after the storm has passed. Usually, when we've had like a thunderstorm or a hurricane or something like that, there is a sense of calmness that actually flows over the earth after a storm has passed, after, there's been a lot of chaos and energy. There's a level of calmness. So, most of the time we talk about the calm before the storm, but nobody talks about really the cleansing and how, while you are aware that there's a lot of work to be done in some cases to pick up the pieces, to rebuild, to clear out the debris, after the storm is over, there's such a cleansing, freeing feeling that exists on the earth when this happens. The same things can be said about your life. If you are purging a lot of emotional energies, you are doing a lot of crying, doing a lot of, internal battles, internal struggles with yourself. You're trying to overcome an addiction, or whether it be to food, porn, whatever, anything you're trying to overcome, is even overcoming like negative self-talk, all these things, these you're addicted to talking negative to yourself, stuff like that. um Once you get through the minutia, through the thick of it, and you come out of the other side of the storm, it's that first light, that feeling of looking at a clear sky and knowing that things are okay, that you are okay, you made it through and you've survived. Now, sometimes we will continuously find ourselves in multiple storms because we are going through a lot of energetic gateways. So, right now, as far as the energies are concerned in our environment and what's happening above us in the sky, these energetic gateways that we're experiencing on a day-to-day basis and a monthly basis are causing a lot of upheavals and a lot of storms, but they're all aligned so that we move into this next phase of our lives fully open and capable of doing the things that we set out to do, living in our highest purpose, living in our path in life that is aligned with us. So, the second phase of this message talks about moving in alignment with your beliefs. Once you weather the storm, you can kind of look back and see a part of the reason why you experienced some of the storms anyway was because some of the people and energies that you were entertaining in your life did not align with your actual beliefs. They didn't align with what's innately true about you and what you know in your soul. So when we deny our energy space of the heart, its truest expression, and we deny our inner sun, our solar plexus, that ability to shine by muting ourselves or dampening ourselves and weakening ourselves so that we fit in groups we were never meant to fit in anyway, we start to feel and experience a lot of chaos within ourselves, which then, as within, so without. So your outer world starts to reflect what you're feeling and what you're actually dealing with on the inside. So if you're at war with yourself on the inside, you're going to see a lot of clashes in your relationships, usually in the areas in which you need to put more focus on. So if you're dealing with storms of life, look at the situation, um, and not the person. It's not the person that's always the issue. Most of the time, it's the underlying current of a root cause. There's something there, whether it's an abandonment issue, whether it's your, not wanting to be told what to do. So your rebellion to authority, things like that. So if you have a rebellion to authority and you're in a situation where you don't want to work for someone else, it could be that your inner calling is telling you that you need to start your own business, and you're feeling internal turmoil because you don't trust, you don't believe, you don't have the faith necessary right now to step into it. So the storm happens in your life to kind of force you to go within and dig through yourself, dig through your stuff, and clear out this emotional baggage so that you can elevate and ascend to your highest level. So right now, we're in this huge gateway of ascending. Those of us that have done a lot of emotional clearing and a lot of personal growth, it's not really a choice. Like, you can choose to not do certain things, but if you're listening to this type of content that I produce, or these things that people in this space, spiritual people, produce, you are obviously on an ascension path, a spiritual journey. You're obviously placed in a position to where you're being called to step up and do something different. It's like you're being called by your spiritual team. You're being called by the angels, by God, by the universe to activate that thing that's within you that you came here to do. So these storms are designed to help throw things around and help you see what branches fell off, and clear the trash, and not throw away the people, and understand that if you are able to change, then so are other people in your life. They are also capable of change. So if you've changed, then afford yourself the grace and the opportunity and the space to anchor in those changes, but also allow those in your life to the space and the grace to change as well. Okay, guys, I'm actually going to end it here. That is my time for this one. If you would like to receive more guidance and more information, head over to my website, freakshowbabe.com. I also have a secondary website, which I'll post in the description. Okay, guys, talk to you later. Toodles.